Moving right along, footloose and fancy free. Hey, SharpGo followers, welcome to challenge number 8, Get Smartphone. So the challenge this week is to pick up the smartphone, put the DSLR to rest for a little bit, and take some shots with your smartphone, iPhone, Android, whatever kind of phone that you may be carrying around in your pocket nowadays. And also not to go with the standard camera app, but to get one of the camera apps that were suggested that would kind of allow you to take better shots with your phone, because the phone is very restricting. But that's the idea. That's the point of the challenge, to take what you've learned with the DSLR and apply it to using a camera that you don't that has fewer capabilities than a DSLR. So we're gonna jump right into who we got next. This is Martin. Martin, thank you for coming back for week 8. Trees. The stand of trees in my place of employ. Oh, you got notes too, didn't you? Let's see here. I've always been wary about using my phone for anything more than snapshots, but I found that it really is quite capable of taking some cool pictures. See? I also played around with various new processing methods. There's many I will try going forward, but for now, enjoy this trio. Added some comments. All were shot with Camera Plus, processed using Flickr, Snapseed, or Flickr's app. Cool. I've never used Flickr's app, but that's pretty much what I use. Camera Plus and Snapseed religiously. So let's jump into trees. This process using Flickr's app, levels adjust to bring out the darks and a slight vignette to draw the eyes in. Cool. It's a shot of trees. It's a cool shot of trees. I'll give it that. So, it's a nice shot of trees. Bare trees against a very blue sky. Yep. But otherwise, is it doing much for me? Not too much. Fence. This is cool. The most frustrating thing about in smartphone processing is the lack of proper highlight and shadow settings. Yes, I hear you. However, you do get some of those in Snapseed. You can adjust the shadow setting at least, and the brightness. In order to get the feeling and detail I wanted in the lower half of the image, I had to completely obliterate any detail in the clouds in the sky. Yep, black and white conversion and a vignette. This is very cool, and I see what you're talking about. You want to probably conserve the sky, save the sky detail. There are probably some mean clouds going on. However, nice decision, smart decision, because this still has a feeling, has to it. Even without the sky. The sky is nice and bright, and we've got a lot of darkness in the ground, a lot of sharpness in the ground, a lot of detail. This is nice. I really do like it. I even like how the barn, the farm in the background is almost framed. You can almost see it. Could have been framed a little bit better through the fence. So that's almost doing it for me there. But otherwise, I like the black and white on this. I like the time of day, where the sun is positioned for this. I like what you're seeing. Hands. This is one of those shots that didn't work out due to the small screen. Okay. I see. When you see it on your phone, it looks great, but then when you blow it up, you see that your focus is off. Yeah, okay, that is a downside. That is a huge downside. So sometimes your eyes do deceive you when you're looking at your phone, and then you see the focus was off. That's a pain in the ass, and sometimes I just hit my desk like I did right there. So, process in Snapseed, black and white, filter, sharpness, blah 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 blah. I do really love the macro capabilities of phones nowadays, especially with the iPhone. You can get really close and get really killer shots like this. I see what you're going for here, and I feel your pain that the focus was lost. You got the focus in the backhand here, and if you'd had it on this front hand, look at all the detail, the lovely detail in those hands, those wrinkly, old leather hands. That would have been so great. So I do feel your pain that the focus was lost in the back there, but I see what you were seeing, and I like the black and white conversion, and yeah, I like what you were seeing, and it's a shame that it couldn't be captured here. But good eye. If I had to pick my favorite, definitely the fence. I'm sitting on the fence. That's an awesome shot. I dig it very, very much. Solid job, my man. Thank you very much for coming back for week 8. Can't see what you do for week 9. So stick around. We'll see you next week.